Hello everyone, welcome to Lukman IS. Today we are going to have the Hindu analysis of 18th December 2020. So let us see which are the important articles in today's The Hindu newspaper. Yes, these are the important articles for mains purpose and for prelims purpose. We have separated them and let us see one by one and take input for our examination. First article on page number 6. Though the context of the article that has been, let's say, in news, farmers protest that is going on and the policy making issues, the coordination between different, let's say consultation between different stakeholders, need of such consultation has been discussed already. Now the article written by Arun Maira, former member of Planning Commission, so he has provided some innovative solution here. So we will directly look into that solution, like how the concerns of the farmers can be addressed, especially the farmers' income, the sustainable income to the farmers, how that can be ensured. So that can be directly used in your answer GS3, those who are having geography optional subject, essay paper. So you can use the international case study and the national level case study or example for that purpose. For example, institutions for cooperative ownership and collective bargaining must be strengthened to give power to small farmers before opening markets to large corporations. This is the, let's say, the writer is providing precondition for the present reforms that has been taken by the government, that is opening the agricultural markets for large corporation, or we can say market dynamics. Before that, the farmers should be strengthened, farmers should be, let's say, organized on the cooperative basis, and then they will have more bargaining powers in that aspect. So what are the international case study, very good case study given, that has been, let's say, analyzed and emphasized by economist Petra Rivoli, reveals how small cotton farmers in Texas, unlike farmers in developing countries, became progressively richer as well as politically powerful in setting the rules of global trade. So small cotton farmers in Texas, case study, how they, let's say, progressively become richer and acquired political power. Texan farmers formed collectives to own upstream processing and marketing linkages when they joined global supply chains. Thus, they could obtain larger margins in trade, and their collective voice swayed national politics also. Similar manner, there is example at national level, and that is of Indian dairy sector. So we can take the example of Amul. Now this Amul cooperative, especially the larger, let's say, base of this Amul in Gujarat, we can see that, and how this Amul has brought together all small farmers, dairy farmers together, and let's say increase their bargaining power. Along with that, what happened is they have, let's say, owned upstream processing, let's say, or we can say upstream linkages and downstream linkages. So agriculture forest agriculture produce जो होता है उसमें जो processing होता है, like, so those processing, उनको हम food processing units बोलते हैं, right, या food processing industries बोलते हैं. That is part of our GS3 syllabus paper. Okay, so in that we can understand these food processing units have been established by Amul itself. So upstream linkages for the farmers, that is processing of whatever it's produced. तो वो क्या किया है वहाँ पे उन्होंने, सो मिल्क के डिफरेंट प्रोड्यूस उन्होंने शेल्फ लाइफ बढ़ाने के लिए उन्होंने बनाया. अमूल का बटर आता है, अमूल का आइसक्रीम आता है, अमूल का कर्ड, या फिर हम योगर्ट, ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर देयर, डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट्स आर देयर, एंड दीज आर अपस्ट्रीम प्रोसेसिंग एंड मार्केटिंग लिंकेजेस. जैसे उनके आउटलेट्स भी है मार्केटिंग के, ठीक है, हम देखते हैं कि दिल्ली में बहुत जगह पे ऐसे अमूल के स्टॉल्स होते हैं, राइट. सो दिस इज मार्केटिंग लिंकेजेस. This is the best example you can give in GS3 paper for, let's say, upstream and downstream linkages for food processing industry and as well as farmers. So it's a person productivity is much lower than New Zealand and Australian dairy producers. However, it provides millions of tiny producers with reasonable incomes, with large scale industrial dairy produce do not. ठीक है, तो वो स्मॉल प्रोड्यूसर्स को भी इनफ सस्टेनेबल इनकम दे रहे हैं. विथ इट्स कोऑपरेटिव एग्रीगेशन, इंडियन डेयरी सेक्टर हैज आल्सो एक्वायर्ड पॉलिटिकल क्लाउड. It has compelled the Indian government to withstand the pressure from trade economists who are urging us, let's say, to join RCEP, of which New Zealand and Australia are members, to connect the Indian economy with larger supply chains. We can understand that this Australia and New Zealand both are very much forward or developed in terms of agro processing industry, and that too in dairy sector. New Zealand, and therefore the concerns of the dairy sector in India was that these products with lower cost will flood Indian market and somehow impact the Indian farmers, dairy farmers. So that's why the government, one of the reason for not joining RCEP is this one. So this is how the political clout that has, or you can say acting as a pressure group, जो GS2 का भी पार्ट है आपके सिलेबस का. So pressure groups जो है हम बोल सकते हैं कि one of the important aspect here is to organize the farmers, small farmers, at the, let's say, cooperative level and collective level. Fine. So use these case studies in your answer. Already we have discussed other aspects कि Indian farmers के क्या क्या problems है, क्या नहीं है. So this can be asked in your GS3 paper as well as essay paper. Fine. Next. Yes, again we have already discussed that online education, the challenges and solution. Again the article has appeared here because yes, from time to time there has been, let's say, developments in online education, because we are already shifted, especially in school education, higher education. Higher education was already moving towards online education, but because of pandemic and lockdown, as we know that all over India the schools are shut down and the emphasis is shifted towards online education. So especially the school education, the article is discussing about that what are the challenges faced by teachers, challenges faced by students, even challenges faced by the girl student. Okay, so this is what the article is discussing and providing some solution also for along with that. So this is important for GS2, HRD, human resource development, and along with that essay paper also. Okay, yes. So challenges faced by teachers, directly the points are available. You take input from this article, जो हम ये PDF भेजते हैं उसमें attach करते हैं YouTube channel पे, Telegram channel पे. So you download this, you note down in your notes, or you can use this as directly as notes. Okay. So lack of appropriate devices like graphics tables, webcams for conducting online classes, lack of adequate internet bandwidth. Teachers had to invest their own personal money to create such ambience through let's say online teaching. ठीक है, तो उनको resource support नहीं है. Lack of copyrighted material that could be easily dispersed to all students. So they have to create their own material from time to time because there will be copyright violation. they जो copy forward करेंगे तो. Lack of audio visual, let's say, feedback from the students is problematic for teachers. They are not able to interact effectively to the students. They are not able to assess the progress among the students in this kind of, let's say, virtual interaction. Challenges faced by the students. What are the challenges faced by the students? ठीक है, school education, online education में. Only about 10% of the students have larger screens like laptop or PCs. Nearly 70% students are typically attending classes on their mobile phones. So remaining 30% जो है उनके पास ना मोबाइल होता है ना लैपटॉप होता है. Basically we can say that they are lacking access to education in this online education era. The mental stress that is they are undergoing is very high, and therefore tendency to drift off is high. So mental stress, basically the houses are not the ideal environment for, let's say, learning in most of the households. We can say that, especially if there is joint family system, the household chores and all these things are going on. Even the parents are working from home. So somehow the mental stress is there. Along with that, the online education and impact on, let's say, physical health also. ठीक है, तो mental health, physical health दोनों पे problem हो रहा है. Home environment is not always conducive for students to learn. So this is what we are talking. These are the challenges faced by the students. Fine. So what is the solution here? Some of the advantages for students also, online education, like shy students, those who wouldn't respond in classroom are responding much better through non-verbal communication like chatting. ठीक है, तो वो रिप्लाई कर रहे हैं, रिटर्न रिप्लाई कर रहे हैं वहाँ पे, ठीक है, फीडबैक दे रहे हैं या कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं. सो दैट इज गुड थिंग फॉर ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन, बट वी कैन से दैट लार्जली दिस इज नॉट the ultimate solution for them also. Solution, school system will need hybrid solution. Hybrid means both aspects. Here the online education cannot replicate the chalk and talk methodologies that teachers follow. The innovation in pedagogy is key in this aspect. Online education, pedagogy means what? The learning system. It includes curriculum, it includes the teaching style, it includes whatever the audio visual material that we are creating for online education. So this becomes the pedagogy. How to, let's say, make the learning system in a simplified manner, more accessible, more, let's say, student friendly. That becomes the more major aspect of innovation in pedagogy. Training needs to be imparted to both teachers and students on how to handle the online platform. So initially हमने देखा है कि जो रूरल एरिया के टीचर्स होते हैं, those who are not, let's say, well acquainted with digital platforms, how to handle laptops, PCs and even smartphone, how to access the internet, all these has been very challenging, but now somehow there has been training sessions by certain platforms. तो ये एक एस्पेक्ट है, बट along with teachers, students should be also guided on how to use these online platforms. Here along with teachers, major role of parents, especially educated parents, we will say that is very important aspect. How does digital education impact women and girls? So positive, we can say that digital technologies can be greatly empowering, because one key thing that they need is empowering space. Empowerment happens when they come together and work together for common interest. On the other hand, digital space can be very dangerous. So we have seen like there has been cyber crimes in terms of trolling, hate speeches, cyber stalking, deceiving women on online platforms. Okay, so that's why public infrastructure in terms of regulatory framework is going to be absolutely essential. Along with that, in homes where digital resources are scarce, girls are getting the short end of the stick. That means the parents has to make choice between giving mobile to son or daughter. They seem to give it to the son or prefer son over daughter. For many women, hostels have been safe haven from sometimes violent homes. With the abrupt shutting down of colleges, they have lost that safety too. Along with that, a few number of girls are now being asked by their parents, family members to get married and have children because teaching and learning has become online. तो ये जो चीज़ें छोटी छोटी होती है हमारे सोसाइटी में, स्पेशली रूरल एरियाज में, वी नीड टू ब्रिंग दीज एस्पेक्ट्स इन योर आंसर्स. ओके, how to make online education more effective? There are two important aspects. Have a multi-channel communication. In addition to having video conference call, typically it's good to have WhatsApp or second means kept open, so that if student does not have bandwidth, he or she can still participate without feeling left out of the class. So multiple channel of communication should be there. A multimodal dispersal of learning material. So along with that audio videos, there should be written text also. ठीक है, तो उनके पास printed material भी हो सकता है, तो वो अच्छा होगा. तो they can print after, let's say, messaging or emailing them the PDF documents. From being in control of the class, teachers' role has to go for being facilitators for the transfer of knowledge. So generally there is some kind of, let's say, controlling environment in physical classroom जो होता है, but now here the focus should be on more facilitation in online education. Along with that, teachers also need to lot of flexibility and empathy. They have to remember that students are going through a lot to attend the online classes. ठीक है, तो they should show flexibility, empathy. Challenge of online access assessment and how to overcome. What is the challenge here? Online assessment typically is skill based, so it lends itself very easily to science subject, where you can have multiple choice questions or ask students to solve the problem and feed in the number. However, this becomes the problem, or assessment, online assessment becomes the problem when we talk about the social sciences, or we can also talk about the language subject. So what happens here is the descriptive nature of these subjects that makes the challenge here for assessment of students learning here. So how to assess the lab courses also, field work based courses, that is also the problem. जैसे chemistry में कुछ आपको lab में कुछ experiments करने हैं, physics में आपको experiments करने हैं, 9-10 standard especially. So that is the assessment is not, let's say, able to not able to let's say conduct especially in online environment. Portfolio assessment is one of the best way for assessing students, because when students are creating something based on their learning and understanding, it will give you a good sense of where their learning levels are. So portfolio assessment is one of the, let's say, a good method here for assessing students in the online education. So again, the traditional question here, discuss the challenges faced by the teachers and students in adopting online education mode, give effective measures to address these challenges. ठीक है, और essay topic भी online education पे पूछा जा सकता है. Fine, so take input from this article, very good, let's say, points directly given in this article. Next, on page number 6, editorial page here. So again, the context here that India-UK bilateral relations, recently British Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab visited India, and the, let's say, intent of the visit is that to prepare the way for Prime Minister Johnson's India visit as chief guest at Republic Day. Along with that, to invite Prime Minister Narendra Modi to UK on G7 summit and climate change summit next year. तो ये हमने देखा है कि ये कहाँ होने आ रहा है, नेक्स्ट ईयर ग्लासगो में, यूके. फाइन. मिस्टर राव डिस्कस्ड विथ आवर external affairs minister and Mr. Modi the upgrading of 2004 India-UK strategic partnership to comprehensive strategic partnership. So this will be, let's say, including military ties, cooperation in Indo-Pacific, counter-terrorism and fighting climate change. So areas of cooperation आपको पता होने चाहिए bilateral में, military, Indo-Pacific strategies, counter-terrorism and climate change. इस area में ज़्यादा हमारा cooperation है. Along with that, the next year cooperation will be focused on vaccine. So ये जो Oxford vaccine है, AstraZeneca UK की कंपनी है, and then COVAX project में हम जो participate कर रहे हैं उस पे भी cooperation होगा. So analysis, this is good, let's say, welcome step. Over the past year, Ministry of External Affairs had responded sharply to protest of Indian High Commission in London over Article 370 move in Jammu and Kashmir and Citizenship Amendment Act. This month, it was Britain's concern about the farmers' protests that sparked the responses from New Delhi about interference in India's internal matters. ये एक recent times में हम developments देखते हैं. In conclusion, we can say that the new chapter in their post-COVID-19, post-Brexit relationship would necessarily be entail the UK to be more sensitive to India's concern and for India to be less sensitive when Britain expresses its concern. जैसे कि ये, ठीक है. So developments in bilateral relations for some important countries, important GS2 IRP. ISRO launches satellite for communications. So communication satellite, yes, generally we know that these satellites are geosynchronous satellite. So Indian Space Research Organization successfully placed into transfer India's 42nd communication satellite CMS-01 carried on board PSLV C-50. कहाँ से हुआ ये? सतीश धवन स्पेस सेंटर श्रीहरिकोटा. It is the communication satellite envisaged for providing services extended C-band for frequency spectrum, and its coverage will include Indian mainland, along with that our islands. Satellite is expected to have more than 7 years life. Satellite would act as a continuation of GSAT-12 launched 11 years ago. Along with that, the new reforms recently taken by the government on private sector entry in the space sector, private players entry. So after 8 months of such announcement, recently that the first satellite from Pixel India named Anand will be launched on board PSLV C-51. Next launch जो है हमारा. And along with that, two more such satellite, private sector satellites, Satish Sat from Space Kids India and Unity Sat from consortium of universities will be launched. ठीक है, तो अभी प्राइवेट सेक्टर के जो सैटेलाइट्स है वो लॉन्च होंगे और उसमें पहला है आनंद, दैट इज डेवलप्ड बाय पिक्सल इंडिया। फाइन, तो ये इंफॉर्मेशन प्रीलिम्स के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है। फाइन, सो सम इंपॉर्टेंट कैप्शंस एंड कोटेशंस। ये जो पहला आर्टिकल हमने पढ़ा उसमें आपने देखा कि फार्मर्स को कोऑपरेटिव्स में कैसे ऑर्गेनाइज करना जरूरी है। एंड देन एचआरडी में आप देख रहे हैं ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट में दिस स्टेटमेंट नेशनल करिकुलम फ्रेमवर्क 2005, इन दैट आर्टिकल make learning more meaningful for children, engage them in process of learning, give them ideas which they can apply in real life and not let them classroom become the completely cut off from reality. So applied aspect of education, you can use this in essay. Fine, so these were important articles from today's The Hindu newspaper. For further information on editorial discussion classes or ED classes, wherein in-depth analysis of mains related issues and articles is done by Ansari sir and team, you can contact Lukman IAS. Thank you.